On the 14th day of Grotmas, G-Dubs gave to me an orc detachment that brings me such glee. Welcome to the Grotmas Detachment Show, where each and every day from December 1st to the 24th, Games Workshop releases a new detachment for every army in Warhammer 40k. It's an exciting time and there's a lot to talk about. So let's break it down for you and give you an easy to understand first look at these detachments. Happy Grotmas, everybody! Welcome to the Tactical Brigade, the orc detachment for Grotmas, and I could not be more excited. This is going to be a very fun and flavorful detachment that takes your orcs and turns them into organized killing machines of the Astra Militarum variety. Let's dive on into it, starting off with our detachment rule. Listen here. In your command phase, each mech, warboss, and snickrot unit can issue a tactic to an orc unit within 6 inches, who can then receive either 1 or 2 abilities. If you choose for them to have 2 abilities, they must take a leadership test, and if they fail, they take D3 mortal wounds. They are, however, not battle shocked, which is important because battle shocked units cannot receive tactics, nor can they benefit from them. So if you get battle shocked, you'll lose these extra abilities. You can pick from 4 things. You can get stuck in to reroll charges. You can get on with it for +1 strength in melee. You can have sneaky stalking, and that will grant infantry and mounted, but not mega nob units, stealth and cover. And finally, shooter drills, +1 to hit and ranged for an infantry or mounted unit. Pretty spicy. Reroll charges is cute, strength is situational, stealth and cover is never a bad thing to have, and of course, shooter drills giving +1 to hit is a very sought after ability that's really going to amp up some of the shooting in this army. Personally, this is one of the things that I'm going to be leaning into when I make my own tactical brigades. Finally, in this detachment, your storm boys are going to be battle line, meaning you can take up to 6 of them. That's fantastic. We have 4 very cool enhancements, starting off with squad leader at 15 points. The keyword warboss model that you attach this to can then lead commandos and gains the infiltrate and stealth ability. I love this fun and flavorful ability that's actually quite strong. Speaking of which, we have Mech Captain. We finally have received it after a long time. We can finally attach a unit to Flash Gits. You can put this on any type of big mech and it will allow them to join a Flash Gits unit and grants that unit full hit rerolls in shooting. Wow, incredibly powerful ability. Looking at a number of big mechs for this. Next up, we have Orks Cunnin for 15 points, which allows you to redeploy 3 orc units. It's okay, but this next one, Gob Boomer, rocking in at 10 points, is an auto take in my opinion. It allows a warboss or mech unit the ability to issue tactics 18 inches away rather than within 6. Gives you extra flexibility, and I'm a big fan. Honestly, 4 great enhancements. The Mech Captain and Squad Leader are just incredibly exciting from not only a game perspective, but also a modeling perspective. Very pumped about these. It gets even better with the stratagems, starting off with That's Ours at 1 CP. You can pop this in either command phase, and it gives an orc unit that's in combat +1 OC. Great ability to flip objectives after you get stuck in with the boys. Fight Propa is another 1 CP stratagem that goes on an infantry or mounted unit. And in combat, they can either gain lethal or sustained for that phase. I love the ability to just dip into those key abilities when you need them, and having a little bit of Warhorde at the right moment goes a long way. Tactical Retreat at 1 CP allows the orc unit the ability to fall back, shoot, and charge. Again, very strong, very flexible, and is really going to help incentivize these big bricks of shooter units that I think you want to take in this detachment. Crunch and Descent is a 1 CP stratagem for Storm Boys. This is effectively giving them impact hits, so after they completed a charge, roll a die for each Storm Boy in engagement range of an enemy model, and on a 4+, they do a mortal wound. Very cool, very fun, and finally some incentive to run a bigger unit of Storm Boys. On to the next is a 1 CP stratagem that is a flat 6-inch reactive move after an enemy unit falls back from an Orcs unit. So get them stuck in, flip the objective. If they try to run away, you can not get back in engagement range, but you can duck, dip, dive, and dodge back into cover. Finally, we have Dead Sneaky for 1 CP. This is uppy downy for 1 unit of commandos or storm boys that are not in combat at the end of your opponent's fight phase, allowing you to put them back into reserve. I love this detachment. I think it's actually quite strong. It gives what seems like some minor abilities in the beginning, but by the time you finished reading up all the enhancements and stratagems, there's really a cohesive design here. You can have big bricks of amazing shooting infantry, you can have commandos and storm boys running around and scoring, and you of course have some critical damage buffs when you need them. It's really exciting. My only concern is it's going to be a basically Dread Mob 2.0 with 30 looters and 30 Flash Gits, but hey, let's see what happens. Let me know what you think about this detachment and what are you looking forward to in tomorrow's releases.